believe we all know that the universe is multi-dimensional, but we can never see the things in 2 dimensions. But to our surprise, this miracle was seen by a woman at work. This day Jenny was working. A 2-dimensional plane like frosted glass suddenly appeared in front of her. The woman was very surprised to see it. She walked over carefully. There seemed to be something inside. She picked up a stone and threw it at it, but the stone went straight through to the ground behind her. Jenny wanted to go in a little further to observe. Suddenly a hand hit the plane. Then many people appeared inside. The police were called and arrived quickly, but the place has returned to normal. They could only watch the video at that time. Found that the people inside seemed to be coming out, but the radiation at the scene was normal. Alice was going through the files. Suddenly the device detected a voice. It was a woman asking if anyone was there, and then the other people on site heard the voice. The person inside said she saw the light from their camp. That means the 2-dimensional plane is still here. They just can't see it now. Just then the 2-dimensional plane reappeared. By tuning the voice frequency, Alice succeeded in starting a conversation with the person inside, and then she got a shocking news. The other person is Lisa, a high school student who disappeared in 2019. Alice asks her if she can see the person next to her. Lisa said she was alone. Alice wanted to ask a few more questions, but the electromagnetic plant suddenly fluctuates violently. Immediately after the 2-dimensional plane disappeared again, the researcher told the two. He found that when Lisa was more emotional, the signal was more stable. So the police called Lisa's father. Jack told Lisa's father that his daughter was alive. She had just entered the 2-dimensional plane by mistake. Now he wanted him to come over. He wanted Lisa to hear his voice and become excited. This will help them find a way to save her. While they were talking, the 2-dimensional plane appeared again. The father asks questions under Alice's guidance. This time, Lisa said she could see her father, and that she had been trapped for hours. Alice and Jack were very surprised to hear that, because 20 years had passed. Why did Lisa feel that only a few hours had passed? Researchers explain that time varies from dimension to dimension, but now Lisa can talk to us in sync. This means that there must be something around us that affects the 2-dimensional plane. It's freeing us from the constraints of time. After a careful search of the surrounding area by police, at a distance of 200 meters from the plane, they found a mysterious piece of wreckage. The radiation level here was severely over the limit, but they weren't the first to come here. Someone else had arrived earlier, but the strange thing is that after a search, they didn't find anyone else. Right now saving lives is the most important thing. Researchers have evaluated it and found it to be a piece of spacecraft. Its function may be to travel through cosmic dimensions. It is still in operation. That's why the 2-dimensional plane appeared. Next we found another piece of spacecraft debris, but this piece of debris has no energy. They rushed to bring the debris near the camp, injected electromagnetic energy, and then through continuous debugging, 2-dimensional plane reappeared, and with the movement of the debris, the 2-dimensional plane turned into 3-dimensional space. We can already see Lisa's figure inside. Alice wanted Lisa to come out, but the strange thing is that she can't get out. What's worse is that the 3-dimensional space can't last very long. It's collapsing fast. Alice suddenly thought that since the fragment could break through the universe, then put another fragment into it. Could it open Lisa's space? Sure enough, after putting the fragment in, the space started to break up. Lisa successfully put her hand through. Alice got close and pulled her out. They finally made it. Not only Lisa, all the people who had entered the 2-dimensional plane by mistake had also appeared, but Alice and Jack hadn't rested for 2 days. Another paranormal phenomenon occurred. This man found that it was raining only in a small area. The rest of the world was clear, and before he could figure out what was going on, he suddenly died in the field.